Jesse, can you hear us? You're on with Jack and Alex from All Time Low.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How you doing?
Hey, only crying on the inside, man. Just enjoying this time in quarantine. How about yourself?
Hey, I hear you. We're right there with you. It's you just gotta keep rolling with it. And I'll tell you what, like for me, it's been doing these has been a very welcome escape. I like hopping on these Zooms and chatting with people. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you don't get a choice. But I guess when there's nothing you could do, you have no choice but to turn inside and talk to people. And I don't know, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
More. I mean, these Zoom things have been just such a. I don't think that we would have ever expected that this is how we would be connecting with people on this record and through this record process. But if like you said, if this is what it's got to be, then that's what it's got to be. And I just appreciate the contact that we get to make with everybody. So yeah, it's real nice to meet you. Where are you located right now?
Right now, I'm in Gainesville, Florida.
Nice.
Cool.
We were just talking about how it's been a minute since we've been through Gainesville, but we got to get
years, but it's a lovely place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of territory to it. I mean, it's basically a college town with a lot of nature trails, and well, I enjoy it. I've been here about 2 years. I'm initially from St. Augustine.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I've been like on a big hiking kick lately because it's one of the few things you can do and stay away from people. You know what I mean? It's like I need to be outside. I need to feed off that energy. But so like getting out and doing like some hikes has been great. So next time we're down there in that area, I'm gonna hit the trails.
There's no shortage of trails, that's for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, when you go hiking, I mean, it's different than being alone, because when you're alone, you feel alone. But solitude is when you hang out with yourself.
There you go.
That's what I like about hiking.
It's a very
coming in with the wisdom. I like that.
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, when I had an opportunity to talk with you guys, I looked you all up, and turns out you're not much older than I am. I'm 25, and I think you're about early 30s. Puts
yeah,
it
we
into
are
perspective.
30. Jack? It's your birthday tomorrow. You're turning 32, right?
32.
Wow.
Happy birthday, man! It's my birthday this year too.
There you go. I appreciate it.
Everybody gets one.
Hey, it's okay if I'll ask you a couple questions about stuff.
Of course.
Sure.
All right. Well, I just saw that the music video for Some Kind of Disaster, and it was very cool. I liked how you did that. And I don't know if this is my professional opinion, but when I saw it, I was thinking, are they trying to say that, let's say, we wear a lot of labels in our life, and sometimes labels are bad, sometimes they're good if it helps to get you recognized if you've got an issue that you want to, like, attack and take care of. And I realized that sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're happy, but we're not all those things all at once and all at the same time. And that's how I interpreted the video.
You're pretty much bang on the money right there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was very much a representation of creating these sort of caricatures to portray, all these different qualities that a lot of the time we find within ourselves, and some of them we're more comfortable with than others. And I liked sort of the visual of being able to sit down with them all and confront them and speak to them and give them a voice and a face. And I thought that was just an interesting way, because when you make a music video, you have about 3.5 minutes in this genre of music to convey,
Ramones,
to convey some pretty some deeper ideas, sometimes deeper concepts. And so it was that visual came together really well for us, and nicely done and well analyzed for sure.
No, definitely, because man, like sometimes stuff happens to everybody, and the older I get, I realize, well, it does. And sometimes you consider yourself privileged if things don't happen to you. But I think the real privilege is when you're able to actually confront those things within yourself. And some people never get that introspective opportunity to do so. And that's what I gleaned from it. I thought it was cool.
Right on. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Right on, man.
I got another question if you got the time.
We got the time. We're here.
All right. Man, as you're 32, and when I was younger, I did a little singing and writing and all that. Not too talented, but talent is a pursued interest.
There you go.
And I had a hard time, man. I was trying to write country songs and all that, but I hadn't had enough experiences in life to put it on paper. And you got to write what you know, and you got to be honest. And as I got older, there's more things I can write about because I now know what things are like. And I was wondering if some of the songs that you guys wrote, do you look back on it and has time given you perspective and you think, oh, did a different me write that song? And or would I would have said things differently now?
Absolutely. I think you nailed it on the head saying time gives perspective to all of these things. When I'm, especially these days when I'm writing, I find that, I'll even call back to something. I'm not necessarily always writing about something that happened yesterday. Sometimes a song that I'm writing will actually be about something that happened to me years ago. And I've just found a new way to talk about it, or found a way to talk about it. If it was
a different perspective on it. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was something that I hadn't addressed before, and I think for me, songwriting is a sounding board, and I can put things out there into the world that I maybe wasn't comfortable putting out before. And so, yeah, I would say that, time definitely lends itself to giving fresh perspective and letting me sort of approach songwriting from all these different angles.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I appreciate your wisdom because you're pretty experienced in that regard. Because as an artist, you put forth a lot of things. You got to wear your heart on your sleeve in a lot of instances.
For sure. You're putting that emotion out there and hoping that people find a way to relate to it, and it's, I've only ever really been able to write from a perspective of this, the song, if I'm singing it, the song needs to be honest to me in some way, whether I'm talking about a personal experience or an experience of someone close to me or something I've observed firsthand. I find that if I'm going to have to go out there, 365 days a year and sing those songs on a stage for people, it's got to feel genuine every single time.
Or else you'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's like Eric Clapton and Layla and Dire Straits and Salt and Just Swing. You play those things that people love, but a part of you realize, well, I'm not you, but I understand as someone who's I've done a little bit of acting, and you got to find something that motivates you to be honest or just go up on stage and say those lines again and again and again and mean it every time.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse, thanks for hanging out with Alex and Jack today. And you're going to be getting an email in a little bit with the link to redeem for an all-time low t-shirt. So you'll be seeing that in just a little bit.
It's pretty nifty, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Appreciate
thank you.
Thanks,
chatting.
Jesse. Appreciate you.
Godspeed.
Spider-Man.